All right, so you get to America, you're 8.
Yes.
You love reading, writing poetry.
Yes.
All that good stuff. How do we come to this next turn in your life where you go west? How did that happen? In retrospect, that you look at it, like, how does that happen?
So I was attending classes on theater, and there was an agent who was combing the Midwest looking for fresh faces. He originated from Los Angeles, and he landed in Detroit, Michigan. I lived about 1 hour north of Detroit. So my mom and we drove down, and there were about six.
Mom's
Mom,
at it
she's
again.
amazing.
Right?
She's
Mom
she's
on the
part
bus.
of my identity.
Okay.
Just wish I had her courage, but so he held an open call. 600 kids attended. He met every single one of them, and I think that was the very first impression I had of Hollywood, which was dedication from 9 a.m. till 8 p.m., meeting every single child, 600 of them. And in the end, he picked 3 to return with him to Los Angeles, and I was one of the 3. And within a week, we packed our bags and left.
That's it. You always hear about these people that are scouring the country for talent, but I always thought that was just some tale.
And I didn't quite understand the concept of acting. I didn't know what the industry was. I knew I loved theater and dance. I danced since I was 7, ballet, jazz, tap, lyrical. But I didn't understand that in a scene you had cameras and you needed to do a take multiple times. I thought there were just hidden cameras everywhere. I didn't understand it. So it was, for me, from the ground up, I was building my identity in Hollywood. I didn't have any connections, obviously. I didn't have any understanding. Within a few months, I booked the Alanis Morissette music video, Hands Clean. And
How old were you again?
13?
13, okay.
At that time.
Okay, and you had done some modeling before that?
I did.
Okay.
With Ben Affleck, I did my very first modeling, and he came on his bike. And he was just so handsome. I remember that day.
Still is.
Still is so handsome.
So that was in LA, you did a modeling shoot with him? And then,
I did.
Okay, and then Alanis Morissette video. So things started happening right away.
JCPenney commercial for America and South America.
What did that scout see in you?
I don't know.
Come on.
I don't know.
But in retrospect...
Sometimes I wonder to this day.
Like, booking that much talent, is it just that thing they can't put their finger on? Is it...
I think it's an energy, maybe. I was very bubbly and unapologetic, and I think I received that from my mom. And I think they like that edge.
Okay.
That's my guess.
Okay. And were you the all-American girl, quite ironically?
Quite ironically. Okay. Yeah, until I booked George Lopez show, and then I was Hispanic.
Okay. That works too. Okay. You said something that very strange there. You said that scout reminded you or taught you what LA was all about, which is an incredible work ethic.
Yep, incredible work ethic.
Is that what LA is all about?
To me, that is what LA is. I hear these unfortunate stories of some of my friends who spiral into an identity that they couldn't even fathom a year before, and I don't understand it. If somebody were to ask me, how did you stay so disconnected from that world and so pure? To this day, I don't drink. I don't understand any of that, and I don't know. I wouldn't be able to answer them because it's never even been addressed to me as an option. And to me, it's such a foreign world. It's as if saying, how are you, like in China? Like, why aren't you part of that culture? It's like, I've filmed there for 2 weeks, but I've never really been absorbed in that. I don't understand how you can be.
So you keep to yourself in LA, or you keep your own friends?
No. I have plenty of friends.
Okay.
I go out. I went to a lot of parties, but not to that degree where I dug so deep into that culture. I don't understand that culture.
Did your mom come with you?
To the parties? She was the first one dancing.
I mean, but she was with you in LA.
Of course.
Okay,
of
so
course.
having her around was helpful.
She was a protective force, really reliable, and she never forced me into any position. She would say, you have 2 options. This is what will happen if you do this. This is what will happen if you do that. You pick.
Okay.
And I always tended to pick one that didn't hurt me.
Okay. There's always that old wives' tale in LA that as soon as someone becomes famous, that's when they stop maturing. They said that about Michael Jackson because he was like 10.
Interesting.
Or when these child stars like Macaulay Culkin, that they never actually end up growing up past that
But why is that?
date.
They're content?
It's just a theory.
It's a theory.
I think because you become famous then and maybe you don't have to grow up.
I don't know. I
You heard
feel
that?
unsettled though. I feel like there's so much more I can do and so much more I can learn. Like I
Okay.
can't fathom that either.
So that never happened to you?
No. When I did the George Lopez show, we were fortunate to do 120 episodes on that show. And when I left, I thought to myself, there has to be more. It was a beautiful experience, but I want to do a different genre. So every time I pushed myself, and I think I've done pretty much every genre imaginable at this point because I just needed to. I needed to see what else is there.
Continue watching this fascinating conversation for free by clicking on the link below to visit our website, learn from the best minds in the world, and connect with a community of passionate people building the best versions of themselves. Just click on the link below, and I'll see you on the inside.